Warning: this article contains potential spoilers for Poldark Season 5 and beyond. Season 4 of Poldark ended on an incredibly romantic and happy note for Drake Carne, played by Harry Richardson, and the newly married, Morwenna Carne, Elise Chappell. Morwenna was finally able to shed the horror of her marriage to Reverend Ossie Whitworth, Christian Brassington, and the abuse she suffered in the finale of the BBC's Cornish drama. After months of heartbreak and pain, Morwenna was left widowed, but with the towering presence of Lady Whitworth, Rebecca Front, she struggled to break away at first. Unable to fully understand his love's plight, Drake continued to visit Morwenna and attempted to convince her he could be the partner she'd always dreamed of. Eventually, Morwenna managed to swallow her fears and agreed to marry Drake, but she insisted she could never again have carnal love after the torment she received at the hands of Ossie. In a truly heartwarming moment for the show, viewers watched as Drake and Morwenna left the Cornish church with beaming expressions as they embarked on their new lives together. But what happens next for the couple? Book readers will already know that writer Winston Graham jumps forward 10 years in his next novel. The 8th book, called The Stranger from the Sea, is set between 1810 and 1811 and features Ross, Aidan Turner, and Demelza's Eleanor Tomlinson, children Cloence and Jeremy now grown up and in their late teens. The synopsis reads, set in 1810 to 1811, Stephen Carrington's arrival in the Poldark household changes all their lives. For Cloence and Jeremy in particular, the children of Ross and Demelza, Stephen's advent is the key to a new world, one of both love and danger. There are a lot of changes, as for one thing, Demelza's own family barely feature at all. In fact, Drake and Morwenna are only mentioned in one line, which alludes to the couple having moved away and now have one child together. They also end up working in Ross's boatyard, and the fact Morwenna has given birth suggests the character manages to recover from her ordeal and allows Drake to touch her again. Meanwhile, Demelza's other brother Sam Carne, Tom York, has his own love story, finally managing to woo and later win the affection of his previous love interest Rosina Hoagland from the local village. Poldark has never been afraid to go off the beaten track in terms of Winston Graham's story structure, with executive producer Debbie Horsfield openly talking about mixing two books together and fleshing out some of the side plots. So it makes sense that while Book 8 may not feature Drake and Morwenna, Debbie could choose to bring them into the forefront of the story at a later stage. Pulling in threads from Book 9 A Miller's Dance 2, which is set in 1812 to 1813, and what of Dr. Dwight Ennis, Luke Norris, and his wife Caroline Ennis, Gabriella Wilde. The pair are also scarcely featured in the series' 8th novel, but this again could be adapted to fit to the loose plot points of the books. Regardless, it appears that the most important casting of Poldark Season 5 will be the older versions of Cloence and Jeremy. Poldark Season 5 is expected to air next year on BBC One.